Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. Cracking open the first beer that I bought from Bier Deluxe recently. Well, to me recording this video of course. And yeah, a big thank you to Graham from Hapless Ginger Brew for giving me €35 to play with because I won his 300 subs contest. And yeah, picked up some really interesting sounding beers from Bier Deluxe, a site that I've wanted to try for a while. And yeah, so I thought I'd kick things off with something simple, fairly standard. And we've got a Helles from the BROY brewery coming out of Munich. This is clocking in at 4.9% in a really nice looking can. It's got almost like an American craft look to it. Not sure what hops or malts are used in this one, doesn't really say on their website either. But yeah, I do enjoy a good lager every now and then, and I'm intrigued to see how some of these craft breweries do the style, especially from here in Germany as well. So let's get this beer opened and see what we get. Okie dokie, so beer in a glass, and that is a lovely pale golden colour. What you would expect from a Helles. There's some slight hazy lemony tones in there as well, almost has a look of a slightly darkened honey also. But yeah, it's clear, but you can see those particulates floating around in there. And carbonation seems nice and gentle. Beer poured with about one finger's worth of a slightly off-white head. It seems to be holding its own. And yeah, it looks like a damn good Helles so far. So let's see what we get on the aroma. And that's exactly what you get on the aroma. It's like not a really traditional smelling German Helles, but you get those familiar aromas. You get that lovely malt base, that straw-like aroma. It's like peppery leafiness in there as well. Almost getting a little bit of an orange in there maybe. There's like this slightly sickly sweet aroma in the back end as well. But yeah, you get a slight sherbety aroma. It smells really good so far, so let's tuck into it. Cheers. And just like on the aroma, it's a Helles beer, first and foremost. You get a nice gentle hop character in there, but it's not a really dominant hop presence like some craft lagers have. There's this slight tartness on the back end as well, which has this almost like grape-like quality to it. Lovely and crisp, gentle carbonation. Mouthfeel isn't too light. It's got a little bit more girth to it than some beers of this style. Lovely gentle bitterness on the back end as well. It's not going to blow you away. It's not going to set the world ablaze. But if you wanted a nice, cost-effective Helles beer, a craft Helles beer from Germany, then this is one that you should definitely check out. I mean, it's never really going to stand up to the likes of the Augustine and Lager Beer Hell for me personally, because that's just one of my all-time favourite beers. But I'm glad that this beer hasn't been hopped to the death like some craft lagers are. It's got this really lovely traditional sense to it, but there's a little bit of character which sets it apart from what is obviously a saturated market here in Germany. Slight floral characteristics both in the flavour and the aroma. And they have this like slight tart sweetness in there as well, which doesn't feel out of place, and it works well. It rounds off that beer really, really nicely. And you know what? When it comes to summer, if you get a 6-pack of this, chill it down, yeah, you've got your perfect barbecue beer there. It's going to complement most dishes, pasta dishes, meat dishes, fried meats, baked fish. you name it. A lot of food will go well with this one, but it works well in its own right. And yeah, quite impressed actually from these guys. I think Bier Deluxe also had the Pale Ale available, but I thought I'd opt for the Hellas beer. And yeah, it's not the greatest beer that I've ever tasted, but it's by far a boring or bad beer. So in terms of a rating, I'm going to give the BROY Hellas an 8 out of 10. Highly recommended if you want a nice solid lager. So if you've tried this one, as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you've tried any other beers from this brewery, give me some pointers. What should I look out for next time? Check out my lager playlist down below. Check out the BROY Brewery. Of course, go over and subscribe to Graham at Hapless Ginger Brew, as well as checking out Bier Deluxe, because it's a great little website and I'm very happy with my first order, mainly because I didn't really have to pay anything for it. But yeah, fantastic stuff, highly recommended. So until the next time, hopefully I shall see thee later. Cheers.